Hi, I'm Wayne from Inglés por teléfono. As second language speakers, we strive to speak as clearly as possible to make it easier for those we're communicating with to understand us. Sometimes just one syllable can change the meaning of a word or a sentence. And today, we're discussing a specific sound, which is often mispronounced and therefore misunderstood. Enjoy the lesson.
Today we're talking about pronunciation, specifically the pronunciation of verbs and adjectives which end in ed. I'll bet you didn't know that there are some very strict rules surrounding this pronunciation. Let's have a look at the rules and some examples. We already know that the past simple and the past participle of all regular verbs end in ed. Work, worked, worked. In addition, many adjectives are formed from the past participle and also end in ed. I like painted furniture. So, how do we pronounce these words correctly? The answer is in 3 different ways. The secret lies in the last sound of the base verb, where we have 3 distinctly different sounds. Look at these 3 columns. They indicate the 3 different sounds produced to pronounce these words correctly. The first column is the easiest. If the base verb ends in a T or a D sound, we add an extra syllable. Here are some examples. For verbs ending in T, like want, we say wanted, sorted. Notice the extra syllable. For verbs ending in D, like end, we say ended or sounded. End, ended. Sound, sounded. The tendency for Spanish speakers is to either add an extra syllable to all past tense verbs or to omit the extra sound every time. This can cause confusion as it may sound like you're using the incorrect tense very often. The sound in the second column is what we call an unvoiced sound. These are sounds which are formed in your mouth, not in your throat. We add a t sound to these words. Listen to the following examples. Listen carefully. Hope, hoped. Laugh, laughed. Fax, faxed. Wash, washed. Watch, watched. Like, liked. Notice that here we're listening for the sound at the end of the base verb. We're not looking at the letter that it ends in. In the third column you'll see that all other sounds are considered voiced and they end in a D sound. Here are some examples. Listen carefully. Play, played. Allow, allowed. Beg, begged. Answer, answered. Listen, listened. Explore, explored. Don't focus too much on producing different sounds for the words in column 2 or 3. As long as it's clear that you're producing a sound to form the past tense verb correctly, that's all you need. Just make sure you're not adding an extra syllable to all your past tense verbs. The best way to practice this is to find an English article and read it to yourself. Focus on the pronunciation of these past tense verbs and follow the rules we've talked about today. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson and that you'll try to apply these rules when you're speaking English. For exclusive study resources, join our growing community of students and teachers on Facebook and get the latest tips and tricks directly from us. Find us at facebook.com/Inglés por teléfono. Stay motivated and keep improving your English.